Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Mike.
And unfortunately, Eddie is pet sitting for his sister. She's on her honeymoon right now. As everyone knows, she got married.
Lame.
So unfortunately, he had to go away to her house to do so. Apologies. He will be back. We're going to be starting this episode of Fringe, though, so that we can get into it. Thank you for joining us. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's see what's going on in this episode of Fringe. Wow. It literally burned with light.
Is it something that could have helped Jones escape?
It was a transportation device. I
Oh.
called it Disray, coined based on the premise disintegration, reintegration, disray.
Oh.
A teleportation system. Yeah. Except for this one's meant to travel through time.
What?
They went over that last time.
Forgot. That's crazy.
Those tanks are crazy. I don't think I'd survive weeks in there. Wonder what the shakes are.
Hey, I like these. You don't see the $2 very often. Oh, God.
Oh
So no.
I don't.
What?
Is he melting?
Yeah. No, his eyes are closing.
Oh no, I
It's
hate
ceiling.
this.
Oh.
This is
It's an
like,
observer.
was it him?
Yeah, literally in front of our face this time. Is he gonna suffocate?
This is the one body horror that fucking always freaks me out.
Gotta get a pen and stab it.
What was written will come to pass. Nothing you do can stop that.
I don't know. Everyone keeps going after her.
That guy's got some cold blue eyes.
Changing these lipids to recognize and seal any and all orifices.
Oh.
His anus and penis.
You think
Whoa.
we can answer that question without me in the room?
I don't like this.
The other was coffee cake. Tiny pebbles of cinnamon sugar.
We've never known what Jones's group, CFT, stood for.
Maybe it's not the name of their organization. What if it's the name of their Bible?
Huh?
Zerstörung durch Fortschritt der Technologie.
CFT.
Technology?
Destruction by advancement of technology.
Ooh.
Published anonymous manuscript. They're always a little weird.
They're always a little weird.
What do you think?
That's flirting.
The gas trapped within his body may yield important information.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
Pretty badly self-cocked. I can give you 40 for it.
Okay.
40 for a book.
No matter what condition it's in, it's worth at least twice that.
Olivia Dunham.
$5. I could name at least one item on your nightstand, Olivia Dunham. Lee Morrison novel, something by Obama, and/or the current issue of Bon Appetit.
I'm reading Advanced Forensic Science by Annerman. I keep it next to my gun.
I like this one.
Doing you a favor.
Destruction by advancement of technology sounds sexy and very challenging.
So she's good.
Well, he also says that you're just a friend, so
The book, Markham.
I like Markham.
Impress me.
nothing interests me less than impressing you.
He's a great character.
A warehouse and all.
Sir, this can't wait.
What is it?
There's a man downstairs, says his name is David Robert Jones.
What? He just showed up. He just so badass. I'm here. What do you want? Need something?
I will speak only with Agent Olivia Dunham.
Oh. Why does everybody always want her?
She's the chosen one.
She probably is, honestly, in some sort of way.
Let me in there.
Jones doesn't get to dictate the terms of his captivity.
He wouldn't be captive if it wasn't under his terms. The only reason Jones is here is because he wants to be.
Well, I mean, you don't know that was Jones.
It was Jones, and he has more planned.
And you know that how?
I don't know how to justify a hunch.
Sanford, I don't see any harm.
This isn't a gentleman's club, Miss Dunham. Mr. Jones doesn't just get to choose the pretty one. I doubt he's here to help us. So show me some hard evidence that connects him to that incident downtown.
All right, that's a little fair.
This out. The advances of science, which are supposed to expand our knowledge of the universe, will, if not carefully controlled, destroy the world as we know it.
So it's
I'd like to ask you some questions.
There is another I wish to speak to.
Freeze his orifices, please.
Well, which is why I was hoping to speak with Agent Dunham as soon as possible.
He's dying?
Now, when Agent Dunham comes to see me, I'll require the following items. Your watch would do.
I know what's gonna happen to him. Don't you touch anything in here.
The $2, no! Dude.
I can't watch another person do that. Nope.
Oh, they're gonna trach him. They're gonna trach him. They're gonna trach him.
He's suffocating. I need to trach him.
Yes! You can use a pen if you have to.
I've seen enough House, that's true. Oh, they have like a full...
Yeah, they have med kits.
Didn't it? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh! Pen!
Just gonna seal over the pen. Yeah, that's gross. Ugh.
Cooperating finally because he got the evidence he needs, you fucking asshole.
A colleague of mine just died. He was 27 years old.
Wow, young.
He's due to get married next month.
Gonna just ruin everything around it. Is he gonna like time stay then?
It's $1,000 watch. Oh.
What's happening?
Yeah,
He's so smart.
he jammered it.
I need your services.
What the hell do you want?
I need you to pass a test.
What?
Bro.
She's the chosen one?
You need medical attention.
All the assistants in this world could not cure me, Miss Dunham. It seems that when one is dematerialized on a molecular level and then reassembled, there are certain unadvertised side effects.
Oh.
When is it set to go off?
16 hours from now.
Before
Ass
anything
ceiling?
disable that.
You are. If I wanted to harm you, I would have. Long ago. Apologies about the watch.
It reads like a happy combo between an anti-science manifesto and a call to arms.
To arms against whom?
Exactly. No, she's not getting food. Have you seen the manuscript that I was reading earlier?
Fascinating, isn't it? I was just
He's reading it.
sitting on the crapper.
You think he wrote it?
No more.
I think he might
Can I
have.
have it back?
We think we understand reality, but our universe is only one of many.
We were right!
Only one world will survive.
Oh. Damn, Eddie's not here for our confirmation of dimensions.
A series of tests designed to cultivate specific, innate skills present in particular individuals.
Crude focus is on lightboard. The object of the test is to systematically shut down the lights so that ultimately none are illuminated.
Using your brain?
Many warriors of the inevitable confrontation are among us now, and the expectation must be that they shall be unwilling.
So I'm supposed to just turn these lights off by looking at them.
I feel like Walter should have some coaching here.
Oh. It's trying to flicker?
Thought I saw that.
We just got a hit. Steady Car Rentals in New Haven leased a white van yesterday morning.
And you're gonna love this.
To one Olivia Dunham.
No.
Oh yeah, he's messing with you, Liv.
What if it's an alternate version of her?
From the other dimension.
Yeah.
Sir, the last time you got your way, we lost a good agent. Would you please let me handle this?
Yeah. Honestly. Thank you.
I know that you believe that there's some kind of war coming.
Read it?
And that you're recruiting warriors. That's the word you used, isn't it?
You were among those treated with a cortexiphan. The next step, had you not escaped, was to convince you of this.
You need to cooperate, Mr. Jones.
No, Miss Dunham. It is you who needs to cooperate.
Mr. Jones? Is this a patient? Walter, put the cow away, would you? It's a freak show.
His molecules disintegrating and reintegrating. I mean, the very implications of it. We need a video camera. We should record this.
It's a drug patented, but not approved by the FDA.
Patented to whom?
To Massive Dynamics.
Yeah, of course.
What are you asking me to do? You want me to open up the light box?
You could see what you could do. I need information on a drug called cortexiphan.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Crazy.
Wild tablet.
My hand, it's been acting up. It was part of a clinical trial of a drug that Dr. Bell created in '81. Dr. Bell theorized that the human mind at birth is infinitely capable. They were harmless to the children who received them. Unfortunately, they were also unsuccessful. Dr. Bell conducted the trials himself at Ohio State University, Worcester campus.
Nowhere else. William Bell conducted his trials in Ohio. In 1981,
This
I was
William
3
Bell
and
did,
living
but
in
what about the
Jacksonville,
alternate
Florida.
universe William
My
Bell?
dad was stationed at the naval base there.
We should be able to fake Jones out.
I knew you could do it. I'll see you soon.
I feel like he's gonna know they tampered with it.
I locked the teleporter away for a reason. One of which you are now experiencing.
She's probably actually gonna do it because she believes she can do it.
Well done, Miss Dunham.
Nicely done.
Good performance.
He didn't do anything.
I bet you he did it. I told you, she just needs to believe in herself. He's the best normie.
Bomb squad says they can't move it or defuse it.
She has to turn it off with her mind.
Oh, just like the pat. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Turn off the lights.
He's making sure she actually did it now. I love that. He's like, okay, since she said you do it, here you go.
Hello, you.
I can't do this.
I remain confident that you can. Expectation must be that they shall be unwilling.
Oh.
But I have one thing, Miss Dunham, that you do not.
Faith.
Faith in you.
Yeah.
If you stay here, you are going to die. I'm not doing this with you, Olivia.
Yeah, he is.
You're out of your mind.
He's actually not.
That tracks.
Oh, he's
got to turn around. Come on.
Yeah, there we go. Come on.
Oh my God.
She's doing it. Using more than 80% brain power. Nice.
Fuck.
You did it.
She did it, didn't she?
Seems she did.
Yep. Time for the other 9 tests.
How do you plan it? Plan what?
They were programmed to turn off when the countdown ended.
Maybe, but he couldn't have known when you were going to arrive. Look, I'm the last person to subscribe to this kind of stuff, but you were in the zone out there tonight, Olivia. You want to go get a drink? Or 5?
I haven't overlooked the fact that you actually created a teleportation machine, despite the fact that using it kills you is pretty damn cool.
Kills you. It does something unthinkable, but it doesn't kill you.
What does it do then, Walter?
What? What does it do to you? Does it make you like super powered?
See the Hulk?
Agent Dunham, Nina Sharp. Hands back to normal.
Good for you.
I was curious about that question you asked, whether there were other places where cortexiphan was tested.
Military facility in Jacksonville, Florida.
Though much smaller than the one in Ohio.
One person.
Yes, in Jacksonville, Florida. At a military base.
He's gonna find cortexiphan in his closet.
Is he gonna recognize that it's his typewriter? When he was on drugs. He wrote the manifesto on drugs.
Or do you think it's before he maybe did something to his brain? Oh, wow. That was... So this is actually starting to all come together towards what I can see as the overarching story. Sad that Eddie wasn't here. I'm definitely going to have to show him, basically this episode and explain to him because...
There was a lot.
There's a lot.
That was a lot.
Learning
that was not Monster of the Week. That was a lot.
Learning ZFT is actually trying to stop what
has a manifesto,
and they're trying to stop massive dynamics. It seems like because we know from this start of the show, technology is outpacing the world we live in and the government and laws, and as a result, inventions are being made that cause things to happen. Some of them catastrophic, like these viruses that keep popping up, and illnesses, diseases. And other ones like teleportation. And how can you regulate certain things like being able to break somebody out of jail? It's crazy. You can't. And as a result, eventually one of their creations will cause the end of the reality. So it seems like there's a reality that's slightly in the future than ours that's like, I'm going to stop that. Like there's a freedom fighting force in the future of another reality that's trying to come to this reality to stop this reality from being destroyed.
Where are you getting that from?
The multiverse reality theory they were talking about and the soldiers they're recruiting.
So you think the other reality is forward in the future?
They said that. They said it's slightly. They said it was like slightly ahead of our time. Episode. the different reality, and they're slightly ahead of our time, different times. There's a multiverse reality, so technically in multiverse theory, everything can be happening at any moment in those multiple infinite realities. So there's one in which the world is destroyed by too far of technology advances, and as a result, they're sending people to this universe to try to save it. Thus, the very small sample size in Jacksonville, Florida. You don't see that?
Yeah, I feel like you're really like just you're Charlie in that one meme with all the board and the red.
I mean, I don't
know. My brain's apparently as melted as
I can go even deeper. Ready?
Keep going.
Me and you both agree that Walter wrote that manifesto.
Yeah, pretty much.
I believe it's Walter before he had some sort of brain thing go on to him. Like, you know how he's kind of like different with either medication or the trauma of the event. That's the result.
Yeah, no, we kind of. I thought.
And the teleportation device allows you to travel through time, future or past. So there's a chance that somebody from the future went back to stop Walter from being able to be smart enough to stop, maybe Alexander Bell, who we haven't seen yet. Unless Alexander Bell is the one that was trying to stop Walter from being evil. And that's why he's realizing, that he's the one that wrote the manifesto, because eventually he realizes that his technology advances to destroy the world. It's one of the two, Bell or Walter, I think. Because they're portrayed as the two smartest people in this universe with their technology, because they're both partners, so that makes sense there. And maybe in the alternate universe, the lab assistant doesn't die, so they don't stop their, testing. He never goes to jail.
That's a lot.
Good theory, though, isn't that? Alternate theories, alternate.
There's a lot of assumptions in those theories, but yeah.
It's great. To this episode, though, specifically, this was probably the most body horror episode. There's been so many ones.
It's like the one body horror
I did not know that I hated a mouth going like that. But what was worse was that it's genuine scar tissue forming, so that when you trach the agent, it grows over that. There's no saving that person.
I'm gonna go puke off camera.
There's garbage over there. Olivia, though, being injected with a medication that makes her special, I don't know how I feel about that. I would have preferred if it was just some type of anomaly when she was born.
No, it makes more sense.
But it's interesting, too, because it definitely then it means there's a chance that the founder of Massive Dynamics was trying to create people to help him save the world, or somebody from a different timeline was doing that, and that's thus the extra small sample size. But then it wouldn't have been recorded in Massive Dynamics files if it wasn't Bell, because they already admitted that Bell was trying to do that. It's interesting, and that means Bell technically came back because she had issues with her hand, and he fixed it because he's the one that made that. Unless there's other technicians that can do it.
What if Walter is the other universe's Walter, and then he came over here? His son isn't his son, but is himself. He's his own dad.
That's like taking the clone theory and then like pushing it further. I could potentially see that. I could see that for sure. I don't even know if I want to say this. I feel like I could say Nina Sharp there's always a chance that Nina Sharp's an alternate Olivia.
No.
Yeah, you can't have your theory. I can't have mine.
Nope.
Nina Sharp being
doesn't
alternate
even make
Olivia.
sense. Don't believe it. All right, we're deliciously off the rails.
Yeah. So in terms of this episode, though, the fact that there's 9 more trials, I wonder if they're actually going to be relevant, and I assume there will be relevance to those trials, considering
unlock new powers,
or just the ability to use her brain fully, like the medicine was purposed for. I'm curious what the teleportation does if it doesn't kill you, because it reassembles and deassembles your molecules.
Turns you into the Hulk.
It could turn you into the Hulk, or it could maybe.
That man blasted through like an 8-story wall and just jumped out.
Flew away. Crazy.
You think he flew? I think he jumped.
You think he jumped like Superman?
Yeah. No, like the Hulk.
Well, Superman used to be able to jump. Superman never flew at first.
Yeah, I know Superman used to just do leaps and bounds.
Also, we saw the Observer this episode. We actually saw him.
I hope it's not him. That would be funny.
Like the other episode. Actually wasn't him? No. This one is very interesting, though, because I could see what's going on now with the plot. Before with the Monster of the Week, it felt like there was just terrorist organizations trying to be bad. But this, they're actually trying to figure out how to stop.
And I feel like that's kind of by design, because as we learn more about the terrorist organizations, we realize that all of these like separate incidents are part of the grand plan, and we get that like it starts to make more sense, all of these individual things per episode, because that's the whole idea. Is it's supposed to be the experience of going from the outsider to the insider.
And there's two things that could be happening. One, they're trying to destroy Massive Dynamic by doing these experiments because Massive Dynamic would be the end of the world due to their experiments. Or two, they're trying to pull individuals out who know how to either solve or figure out these incidents, which means they were injected with the brain, thus the soldiers who are unwilling type thing, or recruits.
Didn't I make a joke that this was the plot to Assassin's Creed last episode?
Yes, it kind of is actually, because it's interesting. Now I'm curious to see what's going on further because there's a lot with this. It seems like forgot the name, but the inspector, the auditor, the guy that we hate.
Yeah, that guy.
He's kind of letting up on Olivia a little bit because she is producing results. In this episode, he wasn't as terrible because he was trying to prevent overstepping of justice or overstepping of boundaries. But his saying you have to go get more evidence is the reason why that one detective died. If he just let Olivia in the room, then everybody would be alive. But we can understand where he's coming from too, because in his world, he's not watching a TV show, so he's like, why does this person have main character syndrome? And she is the main character.
Turns out she should have main character syndrome.
The associate for Peter this episode, I quite liked the guy with the book. I loved his little interaction with Olivia where he's like, I bet I know what's on your nightstand. And he's like, he guesses completely wrong. And she's like, just actually, advanced forensics and a gun. And he's like, So you say she's not your friend? You say you're just
He's
friends?
giving Mozzie energy, like from White Collar.
I was feeling that, or like kind of the mole guy from Atlantis. You know what I'm talking about?
God, we need to do a drinking Disney movie thing. I want to watch Atlantis.
I'll watch Atlantis. So I can see where this is going, and I mean, I personally think I would enjoy this. I wonder if we're gonna have evil twins potentially as a theory.
That would, this is the show for that.
This would be the show for an evil twin to show up.
Or just twins in general.
And I imagine the way we're going to be able to differentiate even evil twins, and the only way I know about that, I'm thinking about this because I watched Futurama recently, but they're going to have just different colored hair. Like, that's how you know.
How are they twins then?
Well, because it's alternate universe.
Oh, inverse.
So the anti-Olivia and the anti-Peter and the anti-Walter.
The gold bender.
Yeah. And then we're going to have the inspector in that universe as a nice guy who's trying to save.
He'll just have hair.
Yeah, he'll have hair. He'll have a fucking he'll be Fabio. See what else? I mean, I can't imagine
this is a pretty
Farmer
pivotal episode, and I am just excited to see where it goes from here.
Because Monster of the Week was all right, to establish the world and the characters, but adding an overarching story where the stakes are super high and the universe is at stake because science, which we guessed kind of would destroy the world in a certain way, is that it almost makes me feel like it's an analogy, maybe I'm overreaching, to global warming, in which the technology to produce things advanced further than our research and whatnot.
I think it's just the technology's evil, which has been a thing for like the past, 300 years?
It's things like, mining for silicone and stuff like that destroys ecosystems in the world itself.
That's what I feel like. They just mean like it's the story of nukes. Nukes are bad. Nukes are okay. You could destroy.
I'll stop trying to get I'll stop trying to figure out the.
I think you're reaching with modern environmentalism.
Yeah. Well,
I think we're going back to nukes bad.
It's like South Park with. Have you ever watched South Park with Man Bear Pig?
I have never watched South Park.
So South Park, Al Gore is afraid of some guy named Man Bear Pig.
I'm aware of the meme.
It's a euphemism for global warming.
Yes.
So and there's a whole episode. It's like, well, Man Bear Pig isn't real. Killing people behind you. But what can you do? We're here already.
Yeah, I think it's basically nukes. Really? It's the anti-nuke people. The nukes can kill us all, and that's pretty much what the manifesto is.
Now, how do they get the manifesto? Walter from the different universe brought it, or Walter from before losing his brain did it?
I don't keep saying he lost his brain.
Like with the medicine.
He's just been crazy, and he got crazier.
Well, he's not stable like he used to be.
Dude's been doing drugs and being really smart for like 60 years.
You think he was on like an LSD?
You ever talked to an old man who does psychedelics? Yes. It is not a normal conversation.
You think he fried his brain on LSD one day and then wrote the manifesto?
I think that that would be the calmest explanation in my mind.
Well, he makes his own LSD too, so
he could have been channeling from the other universe. He could have been just in a fever dream. He could have just smoked a bunch of meth, took some mushrooms, smoked some weed, did whatever research chemical he wanted, and just sat in front of a typewriter for 24 hours until Alexander Bell found him, and he just didn't tell anybody and just sent the book out.
Is it Alexander Bell or is it William Bell? It's always
I don't know.
I always say Alexander Bell
because Alexander Graham.
I always say that it's William Bell. I'm sorry. It's because he hasn't been on screen yet, so I haven't.
We don't have a thing to attach.
Yeah, so I just think of the president over him.
All right, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're done. Thank you for joining us for this. This was a fun reaction. I'm gonna make Eddie sit in front of the TV and watch this episode. Make sure you do comment below if you like our theories. I'm pretty sure this is a confirmation of the alternate universe theory that me and you had. So, woohoo, we got that one right. Let's see what else we get. Thank you, Patreon, for voting for this because it's really starting to heat up, and I can't imagine what kind of ride we're in for as we move through, Fringe and the multiverses. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.
Toodaloo.